Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good to be with you on this Wednesday morning for our devotional time together for THQ. Hope you're having a good day, good week, and that you're staying safe and you're staying healthy. So, here's a question that keeps coming up in conversation and online. When will things go back to normal? It's natural for us to long for normalcy during a trial that doesn't seem to have an end date. If only we knew the future, or if only we knew the specific dates when this would be over, we could fortify ourselves by looking ahead to that goal. Unfortunately, the aspect of a trial that makes it so trying is that we don't see as far ahead as we'd like. We don't know how long it will last. That's why it's natural to want what was normal. The truth is, though, whatever will become normal on the other side of this coronavirus crisis will not be the old normal. It will be something new. We're not going back. The question is, do we really want to go back to normal? Was the old normal good? Were we really flourishing in the old normal? By definition, something new hasn't yet become normal. After a while, it will, and then it'll not be new. It'll just be normal. And we'll all go out looking for something new again. That sounds a little confusing, but I think it's right on target. I don't want to drift back into what was. I want to keep moving forward, experiencing new things, meeting people, knowing the incredible love of God in more miraculous ways. I want new, not so much normal, but new, different, better. And we can make it happen. We can resist the temptation to revert back to our old ways and to do new things. Isaiah 43 says, this is what God says. The God who builds a road right through the ocean, who carves a path through pounding waves, the God who summons horses and chariots and armies, they lie down and then can't get up. They're snuffed out like so many candles. Forget about what's happened. Don't keep going over old history. Be alert. Be present. I'm about to do something brand new. It's bursting out. Don't you see it? There it is. I'm making a road through the desert rivers in the Badlands. Wild animals will say, thank you, the coyotes and the buzzards, because I provided water in the desert, rivers through the sun-baked earth, drinking water for the people I chose, the people I made especially for myself, a people custom made to praise me. That's Isaiah chapter 43, verses 16 to 21. I'm kind of thinking of this new in terms of ending one year and beginning a new one. I know it's only May. We're not transitioning into a new year, but it almost feels like it. We're discovering things we're going to do different. Not really making resolutions, but beginning to understand that maybe things can and should change. We've all been realizing some things during this stay-at-home order. The importance of people, connection, human contact. So here's my new normal list. I'm going to sing a new song. I'm going to get rid of defeat, loss, negativity, and just plain icky stuff. For all you country fans, do you know what you get when you play a country song backwards? Get your wife back, your dog back, your truck back. All right, I apologize for that, but it was funny. Let's go back to our history. Forgiveness, grace, mercy, unending love. Our song must not become normal. God's love and his mercies are new every morning. So let's live like this truth impacts our lives in some way. I think I too want a new heart. Ezekiel 36:26 says, a new heart I will give you. There are thousands of people all over the world that are waiting on a waiting list for a new heart, a physical heart. Many of them will receive one, and sadly, some of them won't. When the Bible talks about the heart, it refers to the seat of our emotion, will, decision-making, behavior. We carry our treasure in our heart, things that mean the most to us. God desperately wants to do a heart transplant on us, to give us hearts of compassion and kindness to one another. He wants to give us the heart of Christ, a heart that loves what he loves and is saddened by what makes him sad, a heart that rejoices over truth and righteousness. I also want a new spirit. That same verse in Ezekiel says, "A new spirit I will give you." God wants to put a new spirit in us. I know there are times when I don't have the right spirit. I have a wrong attitude, a thought, and then that becomes behavior. I can be short-tempered, judgmental, and grumpy. But thanks be to God for that new spirit. It's almost incomprehensible, the truth that God would choose to live within man. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm completely overwhelmed that God wants to take up residence in me, placing in me the very Spirit of God, the Spirit that will transform my way of thinking, reacting, responding, loving. Can you imagine that? God's Spirit in us, a spirit of love, of righteousness, and mercy. I think I might want a new name too. In Revelation chapter 2, it says, "He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To him that overcomes, I will give to each of the hidden manna, and will give him a white stone, and on the stone a new name written on it. My name is follower of Christ." I don't introduce myself as Carol, the Swedish, Irish, Dutch, German, and sometimes stubborn girl from Illinois. My family history doesn't define me. My relationship with Christ defines me. I am Carol, Christ follower. This is good news. Your name might have been worthless in the past. Now it's worthy. Your name may have been loser in the past. Now it's winner and conqueror. Your old name might have been lost or alone, but your new name is found child of God. My new name is righteous, redeemed, blameless, forgiven, friend of God, apple of his eye. Coming out of this will be a gift to us, a chance to do something new, something different. What will your new song be? One of joy and abundant living? Will your heart be new? Will you allow the Spirit of God to invade your very being? Will your new name be Christ follower? I'm excited to see the new normal. This time is a gift. When we get back together, will anything be different? Will you have more bounce in your step? Will you make eye contact as you pass someone in the hallway? Will you give a word of encouragement? Will you leave the comfort of your cubicle or office to say hello to someone? It's time for new. I'm ready. Are you? God wants to do a new thing in us. Let's be ready for it.